Well, we find ourselves in the thick of it and we start asking that question, why is all this happening to me? Well, there's some things that we can learn from Joseph's ordeal that we talked about in our last little time together. First, there's a general observation about God. God sees everything we go through and he cares. Genesis 39:2 and 39:23 says, but the Lord was with Joseph. God knows what's going on. He hasn't forsaken you. Deuteronomy 31:6 says, be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you or forsake you. Secondly, God has given everybody freedom of choice. Do you realize that God's will is not always done? He will allow us the freedom of choice to make mistakes and cause problems in our own lives. He also allows other people free choices, and from their mistakes, they can hurt us. Again, Deuteronomy 30:19 through 20. This day I call heaven and earth as witnesses against you that I have set before you life and death, blessing and curses. Now choose life so that you may live and that you may love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him, for the Lord is your life. Now, unfortunately, responsibility for our decisions rest upon we who make them. And when a decision is good, it brings forth joy. But when that decision is bad, evil comes from it and we suffer. Now, God is in ultimate control of the final outcome. That's the third point. A lot of people think that God causes everything, that God's caused that tragedy or God caused that blessing. After all, God is in control. But friends, God is in control of the final outcome. He takes all our mistakes and all the sins that other people committed against us and all the bad stuff that happens, all the good, and he turns them around and brings even better things from them. Lamentations 33:3 says, for he does not willingly bring affliction or the grief to the children of men. God sees what's going on, but he also has given us free choice and he doesn't intervene against our free will, or sometimes, unfortunately, the free will of others. He's limited himself, but he will use even our bad choices and the bad things that happen to us to turn things around and bring good out of that situation in the final outcome if we let him. So if you would say, what good might can come from this tragedy? I would reply, I don't know. But someday God will make it right. God will settle the score.